to HealthVisor TV, revealing the truth in medicine. I'm your host, Patrick Carter, and this is episode number 3. Now, I wanted to get these episodes out to you, episode 2 and episode 3, as fast as I could, because when I talked in episode number 1 in the introductory video about, changing your life, becoming more fit and healthy, the number 1 and number 2 things you can do is start getting active, which we talked about in episode number 2. But episode number 3, this episode actually, we're going to talk about eating healthy, okay? Now, everything out there that we read, and I'll be honest, you're inundated, just like I am, every day on television, in newsprint, on my email, on websites, about all the latest and greatest diets that are out there. I'm going to tell you this, not a single one of those diets works. Now, I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me, but hear me out. They don't work for the long term. They don't change your whole life, healthiness and your fitness for your life. Now, granted, you may, start a diet and it works great and you lose an incredible amount of weight. And then 6 months later, the weight's back on, okay? I know this is a repetitive cycle that I've seen in my patients time and time and time again, all right? So what is the answer? Again, let's just simplify it. It's easy. It's eating the things that are good for you and staying away from the things that aren't, okay? And I know that's not easy to do. I say it's easy, but it's simple, but it's not. But here's what you can do to start. And this is going to be a brief episode because I want you to get going and I want you to get started on this program, okay? And I'll talk in detail about diets and exercise more in future episodes. But to get you started, a few things you need to do. Number 1, okay? Cut out the carbohydrates. And I know we all hear about the Atkins diet and the high protein and all that. I'm not recommending that. I'm just saying cut out as much of those carbohydrates as you can. Now, you do need carbohydrates for your health, okay, especially in brain tissue and that sort of thing. But we don't need the enormous amount that we get in our daily diets every day, all right? What I would recommend you do is limit your carbohydrates to 2 to 3 meals a week. That's right, 2 to 3 meals a week, okay? And instead, what I want you to do is focus more on protein and vegetables. Now, you don't have to starve yourself. I'm not saying that at all. In fact, eat until you feel full, until you feel content, okay? But eat the right things. Fill up on vegetables, all right? All the green leafies, great for you. Carrots, wonderful for you. Everything has good vitamins in it. If you can, and I recommend this, and there'll be more on future episodes, try and go organic. Stay away from all of those pesticides that they're spraying on our vegetables these days, and all those preservatives that they spray to keep those vegetables looking so pretty. If you can, try and go organic. If you've got a local farmer's market, great. That's what you need to do. Go shopping at the farmer's market instead of the grocery store, okay? Now, we've talked about eliminating those carbohydrates. A lot of folks don't realize what carbohydrates are. For instance, carbohydrates just aren't potato chips. It's a lot of your bread, okay? It's a lot, especially, if you eat bread that's white or bleached bread instead of the wheat bread, that's got a higher content of carbohydrate in it. The other thing that you want to do is you want to look at your consumption of corn, carbohydrate. Everybody thinks that's mainly a vegetable. It's really not. It's a carbohydrate. Try and stay away from corn, okay? Try and stay away from potatoes, okay? Those are an obvious starchy. Any of your starchy foods are carbohydrates. Crackers, you'd be surprised. Pasta, rice is a carbohydrate. So try and limit those to 2 to 3, meals a week, and that's it. In the meantime, eat vegetables, eat meat. My typical meal consists of a meat product and a vegetable. Now, if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, that's fine. Substitute out like beans or tofu, whatever you enjoy, all right? But stay away from the carbohydrates, all right? That's what adds up the pounds. And the other crucial thing you can do is look on the labels of everything that's in your kitchen that you are about to consume, be it in your refrigerator, in your pantry, on the shelves, whatever, and look in the ingredients and see if there is high fructose corn syrup or fructose corn syrup. That's the number one, and I keep telling my patients over and over again, especially my obese children that come in to see me, is the number one cause of obesity, in my opinion, and again, my opinion, is high fructose corn syrup, all right? It's everywhere. It's in all the sodas you drink, the non-diet sodas. It's in all of the candy. It's in your ketchup. It's in your mustard. And there's becoming a big awareness about the dangers of high fructose corn syrup. And a lot of companies are starting to put out high fructose corn syrup free products. Those are what you want to get, all right? High fructose corn syrup, it just adds the pounds on like crazy. That squirt of ketchup with that high fructose corn syrup is going to go straight to fat, okay? So avoid high fructose corn syrup. If you do those two things, right? You eliminate your carbohydrates or cut them down to at least 2 to 3 times a week. That's what I recommend. And then you cut out completely, and I mean completely, high fructose corn syrup. And look, you will be amazed. Look at the back of the packages. You will be amazed at all the fruit drinks that we give our kids has high fructose corn syrup. You know, all the things that we think are healthy snacks for our children, high fructose corn syrup. You would be amazed at how high fructose corn syrup has gone in, or has inundated our food products in the United States and around the world, okay? So just by doing those two things, you're starting off to a healthier diet and a healthier you. And just by doing those, you will lose weight. Guarantee it, 100%. You will lose weight just by doing those two things, okay? Cutting out and cutting down on your carbohydrates and immediately eliminating high fructose corn syrup from your diet. All right, folks. Once again, please leave me your comments. Please send me your emails. If you want to Twitter, please Twitter, Facebook. Spread the word, okay? I want this to catch on. I want us to change, as I mentioned in that first episode, I want us to change that downward spiral of healthcare in our society today. And it starts with you. It starts with changing the way you think and the way you eat and the way you live your life. You need to change, and once we all start to change as individuals, society will change as well, and we will have a more productive and fruitful society. Thanks again. I owe you guys everything. Thank you for watching this. Please spread the word if you like it. If you don't, or if you have comments and feedback, remember, this is a two-way conversation. Send me emails. I love to get your emails. Send me the comments. I love the comments. So let me know what you're thinking. Let me know how it's going. Let me know what I can do and what more information you would like that I can help you with. Thanks again.